Coming up on this edition of the Newsfeed, Blacksburg Town plans to switch out old middle school with future infrastructure. Plus, Virginia Tech's Diversity Award sparks reactions from students all over the spectrum. And the Challenge course gives students new outdoor activities. These stories and more are just ahead.
Roll A, take A.
Hello, and thanks for joining us for this edition of the Newsfeed. I'm Riley Wyant.
And I'm Justin Keene.
The Blacksburg Planning Commission voted 7-1 in favor of a rezoning project early last month. This $100 million project is set to take place in the near future, and residents have mixed reactions. While people are excited about the new amenities and opportunities this development brings, some are hesitant about the increased foot and car traffic that's expected. Whether or not people are looking forward to this change, this has been a goal the town of Blacksburg has had for years.
I know that development is in the vision of what the city officials believe is in the best interest for the town economically and just like community-wise. It's following the vision that they have made in their comprehensive plan.
The redevelopment will take place on the old Blacksburg Middle School site located on the corner of South Main Street and Ehart Street. The project will add multiple new features to the land, including a large office building, a hotel, a plaza, a park for the community events, and group buildings for high-end housing. Preparations for the project have started, like the addition of new crosswalks, but the building process won't start for another few years.
Blacksburg has more development in the downtown area. Local Blacksburg bars are beginning to ask for two forms of identification in order to enter. Newsfeed reporter Christina Doherty has more.
The local bars in downtown Blacksburg have started asking patrons for multiple forms of identification in order to enter. With fake IDs being very popular in college towns, there have been many incidences of underage drinkers in the bars. In Virginia, penalties for using a fake ID include losing your driver's license for up to a year, fines, and hours of community service. While many students carry around their Hoagie passport and other cards when they go downtown, others are frustrated about this new requirement.
When I'm going downtown, I don't actually want to bring all of my cards with me because, A, what if I lose them? Then I have to go replace them all. So I try to just keep my driver's license on me. I actually went through the whole process of getting an over 21 license, so it's definitely me. There's no kidding that it's me.
Multiple bars in the area declined to be interviewed, stating that the order came from agents from the Alcohol Beverage Control of the Commonwealth of Virginia. Fake IDs in college towns aren't going to disappear anytime soon, but the bars in Blacksburg are working hard to ensure no underage drinkers will get in. This is Christina Doherty reporting for the Newsfeed.
Virginia Tech recently received two prestigious awards for their diversity and inclusion. Do the students believe the university deserves it? Insight into Diversity magazine honored Virginia Tech as a 2018 Diversity Champion and gave the university a 2018 Higher Education Excellence in Diversity Award. There are 6 on-campus cultural centers in Squires. Those locations foster community and support for the heritage of students who identify as Black, American Indian, Hispanic, Asian, and LGBTQ+.
Virginia Tech can improve their diversity on campus by offering different scholarships or even like reaching out to different areas recruitment wise. Outside of that, in regards to inclusion, I think a lot of that comes from the programming.
You could be like right in.
Virginia Tech students have mixed opinions on whether their school deserves the awards. Some students have complained about racism and bigotry. The university must recognize all opinions are important to keep students happy.
As STEM continues to change the way we live, children's education is also an area being impacted. Virginia Tech is taking an initiative to learn more about how to prepare for the future. STEM access is currently at an all-time high. A childhood today now not only includes the playground, but also preparing for this new age. While some debate whether this change is a positive, others are conducting research to study it. The Virginia Tech Development Center for Learning and Research focuses on spatial skills, understanding where objects are in space to prepare kids for a future with STEM. Context, such as the use of technology, plays a factor in determining whether or not these innovations are succeeding for the better.
Depending on where children are at, maybe playing outside could be a dangerous thing. So if I'm living in relatively risky neighborhoods, maybe watching television could be a safer option for them, rather than getting exposed to dangerous activities outside of their house.
The Education Commission of the state's projects STEM jobs will grow 13% over the next 10 years. So while some have their concerns as to how it affects a child's education, it is clear that STEM is here to stay.
Tattoo shops can sometimes be seen as intimidating or unwelcoming, but they don't have to be. Tattoos are now mainstream, with nearly 40% of adults having at least one. Newsfeed reporter Allison Turner has more.
Tattoos are generally mainstream in 2018, but many people still hold misconceptions of the past. Abigail Bowen, owner and artist at Under the Sun Tattoo in Floyd, Virginia, is a new form of tattoo artist.
But I'll tell them I'm a tattoo artist, and usually the older generation will be kind of like that. You can see them shifting around, like they're a little bit uncomfortable. But even really religious people, they're not terribly against tattoos. They're pretty accepting of them. But it's usually just people like baby boomers and older that they're a little bit hesitant about it, but once they see really good tattoos, they generally are kind of excited for them.
82% of millennials aged 18 to 29 think tattoos are a form of art and expression. Alan Woodward, an artist at Ancient Art in Blacksburg, thinks reality tattoo shows have been helpful in changing the public's opinion.
They show the fact that tattoos have a meaning. This is what the story and stuff like that.
Tattooing is no longer seen as a rebellious subculture in America. Instead, it's seen as mainstream and relatively normal to most Americans. This is Allison Turner reporting for the Newsfeed.
Just ahead on the Newsfeed, Virginia Tech's new Challenge course provides a new outdoor activity for students.
And students' thrifty living makes fashion more affordable. That story and more after this break.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Welcome back to the Newsfeed. I'm Justin Keene.
And I'm Riley Wyant.
The leaves are beginning to change, pumpkin spice lattes are all the rage, and professional school applications are beginning to open for the fall of 2019.
As students begin to prepare their applications, they can look to Virginia Tech for assistance. Virginia Tech's Smith Career Center is home to many resources for current students looking to enhance their chance of being accepted to their dream school. They provide pre-professional advising for law, education, and health fields. Another avenue students can take while prepping is through the Writing Center. They offer opportunities to have personal statements, resumes, and cover letters reviewed and have current graduate students working as writing coaches this year.
If you go on the schedule and you choose specialized graduate support, you actually will get graduate students as your coach. So if you are working on a personal statement for graduate school, even undergraduates can choose the specialized graduate support.
Students can also speak with advisors on how to research certain schools and programs to fit their needs. This includes how to narrow down a potentially long list of schools and also decide what program will best serve them in their future career goals. Any student, graduate or undergraduate, are looking for some ways to save money.
Many turn to buying clothes secondhand. Newsfeed reporter Priscilla Durr has our next story.
It's no secret that college students are always looking for the best deals when it comes to saving their money. Students are starting to purchase their clothing secondhand. This includes shopping in stores like Goodwill and Salvation Army, as well as buying from peers online through Facebook's free and for sale page and VT Thrift, an Instagram page that is founded and run by Virginia Tech students. VT Thrift's public relations intern, Cheryl Longfritz, explains why more students seem to be turning to cheaper alternatives to buy their clothes.
I think that we're moving towards thrifting because people are realizing that fashion is a lot more than what we see in just our standard retail store and what we see in malls. I think it's really important and awesome that people are moving away from this idea that brand names and designer clothing are the only thing that you can wear to be cool and like fit in societally. And I think it's awesome that people are also throwing away the stigma that thrifting isn't cool anymore.
There may also be more than just a financial benefit to shopping secondhand.
It's also really good for the environment too because we're recycling clothes. It's the same way you would think about recycling plastic.
No matter where students choose to shop from, Kyle Tan wants people to look past the secondhand aspect of clothing.
People think like it's secondhand clothing, it's someone else's clothing. Like I'm too good to wear it sometimes, but really like no one's judging you. No one's judging the brand of clothing you're wearing. As long as you're comfortable in it and confident, I think that's all that really matters.
Reporting for the newsfeed, I'm Priscilla Durr.
Venture Out, Virginia Tech's outdoor recreation program, provides essential resources for students looking to explore the outdoors.
This year, they have brought something new to campus. Newsfeed reporter Monica Becerra joins us with more. Monica?
Venture Out has brought their outdoor adventures to campus with the addition of a challenge course. With this new course, there is hope for a more accessible outdoor experience for student groups.
This fall, Venture Out opened with the addition of a high ropes challenge course. Located just past Lane Stadium, the challenge course serves as a team building facility that features both physical and mental challenges. The ropes course features activities at heights of 14 feet, 24 feet, and 34 feet, along with lower-level ground activities to encourage participation from all kinds of people at all skill levels.
There's either individual or partner elements to work on that will challenge each person. There's a way to find the right level of challenge for each person.
From afar, the course may appear intimidating, but the facilitators emphasize that the purpose really is all about team building.
I think that's one of the biggest fears that a lot of people have is height. And if you can overcome your fear of height, you can overcome any obstacle in life. So I think it helps go through that process of school is really hard, things get hard, schoolwork gets hard, everything gets hard, but you can just push, 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 and you can do it.
While it's mainly being used by general groups right now, Booth sees the course reaching a wider audience in the future.
I see it as growing really big, and I see, like having every single football come out and soccer come out, and this is like a huge team building thing that is super fun because on the very bottom level we have different team facilitations or team group aspects where you have to lean on each other to get across. So I think it kind of builds that relationship with other sports, and maybe even, we've had a lot of clubs come out and stuff. I think it's just going to be something that people come back to just to build those bonds.
Those that venture out have high hopes for the growth and what is to come for the challenge course. Reporting for the newsfeed, I'm Monica Becerra. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Monica. Exciting activities for those less afraid of heights are located in here in Blacksburg as well. Blacksburg has been home to lots of local bands over the years. One band known as the PanJammers brings a unique sound to the New River Valley. Newsfeed reporter Matthew Atkins tells us more in this next story.
Every Monday night in Blacksburg, one of the area's most unique local bands gets together for practice. The PanJammers are a steel drum orchestra made up of members from the New River Valley. The band started in 2004 as a one-week workshop, but a core group of members had developed by 2005. The band plays a wide range of music, from Beethoven to Led Zeppelin. The PanJammers currently have nearly 30 members and have played concerts all around the state of Virginia.
We play, most of our concerts are in Blacksburg, Christiansburg area. We have played as far away as Roanoke for typical concerts. There is a yearly festival held in Virginia Beach that when Richard was leading the band, we would go to Virginia Beach and actually compete, if you will.
The band welcomes players from all skill levels, which can be challenging at times. Director Christine Gibson says that some songs are tough for the entire band to learn.
A lot of people don't read music in this band, so to learn a rhythm, I don't know how they do it. But we just go over stuff and go over it, and eventually they get it.
No matter the difficulty, Gibson says it's always worth learning new songs with the band.
really satisfying to bring something in, and it's amazing to me how fast they pick stuff up.
Reporting for the Newsfeed in Blacksburg, I'm Matthew Atkins.
That will wrap up this edition of the Newsfeed. If you have a story idea for the Newsfeed, let us know. Send us an email at thenewsfeednrv@gmail.com. And as always, you can connect with us at the Newsfeed Facebook or Twitter. Thanks for watching. I'm Riley Wyant.
And I'm Justin Keene.